Hey guys, Jason here again, back with the MG as always, and this time I'm going to try and get this driver side floor welded in that we made in the previous upload. And then last time we got this carriage made to hold the fuel tank for the MX-5, so that's all in there. There's a few wee patches need to be done around here. This bit needs welded in, and then there's a wee patch here as well. But that boot is pretty much done. Apart from, I'm considering making like a wee false floor that sits over top of it, so I can kind of set some stuff in there. We do need to repair this section here still, and then up there you can see the holes and everything. So we still have our work cut out, and this floor really needs done or finished. Majority of it's done, and that is my objective for the day. What else I got? I haven't showed yet. Yes, I got these wheel arches. These are off a Mark 1 Golf 3-door, and they have an awful nice flair to them that I quite like. And the only issue I have now, well, it's not really an issue as such, but I imagine that wasn't sitting like that, so I just don't want them to be too wide because then I'm going to have to run spacers. But I think they will be okay. I hope they'll be okay. We're going to say they're going to be okay for now anyway. Even if they stick out a wee bit, we'll put a 5mm spacer or a 10mm spacer on. Should save us. We will, when we're putting these on, we'll probably have to do away with this line in the top middle at least, because of where the arch is going to sit. But that means it saves me having to make this side and the majority of this dog leg over this side. It does mean that this whole area we made on the passenger side was a complete waste of time, but it is what it is, and I think this will be a better outcome. And if you look at it, this overall shape is already made. I don't have to mess with like this corner anymore. Like that outside, I welded 3 bits together in this lip, so it was going to take a good bit of fettling to get that to work. And then a massive skim of Isopon fiberglass filler, so this should save that. Making an inner arch may be interesting, but we'll figure that out as well. And then around here we'll need to notch this out here and bend it down basically just to follow this line, which might be quite hard as well, but for that we'll figure out at a later stage. But I'm not going to work on this right now. I'm just going to put these back over in the box, and we're going to get started on this boot floor. Okay, so I came in here and drew around all the bits where I need to apply primer with a marker, and because I don't see the point of putting Weld-2 primer on this, because I'm going to be coating anyway, so I've just gone the inside of this here, around the outside, and then the inside of this channel. So I'm just going to get this ripped off now, and we can work on it from there. And then when I'm waiting for that primer to dry, I can clean up here and then start drilling for spot welds everywhere. That one there. Right, let's get these taken out. These are a lot flatter than last time, I remember. Still curved a bit, but definitely flatter. and you can see the lines where I need to prime. So yeah, I think I'm going to hit this with a wee Scotch Brite pad just to get it cleaned, and then I'll wipe it with some thinners and we'll get primed. I'm going to do that now, and I shall be back. Not really sure where that last clip ended, I can't remember, a few days ago, but anyway, we're back and I have this floor pan all primered up, all spot welds, holes drilled. I would like this from the top, but on the side it's going to be just as good. And so we've got a load of ripper holes along here, all along here, down the sides, all around the bottom, around here, both sides of this channel, and in here. So that's going to be good. I've only got it held in with a few screws right now, but it's held in tight enough to start doing some spot welds, and then we will start working on it from there. So yeah, this is what we'll have to deal with, and I'm going to just start blasting this in now, get this done. So I'm going to ram you in time lapse for this here, and you can watch me do loads of beautiful spot welds. It's going to be a lot of them, so let's get this done. So there we go, we'll have that welded in now. I don't have this bit welded in yet, so it's a bit floppy here. So what I want to do is, when I figure out where the seat's going to bolt to, I'll put the bolts through, and then I'll weld the nuts on this side, but I also will put some stitch welds along both sides of this here to hold that tight. But I suppose I could drill a couple of holes and put some bolts in it now, but there's no real rush for that. Now I'm going to go around to this side. I've welded up this bit here, you've seen. So now I'm just going to finish this patch off here, and then that means we can get this end of the inner wheel arch done. That means that whole floor pan's patched up then, and pretty much we're done to most of that area. I did have a look around here because I did pull my engine out that I'm going to be using for this swap, and I was just measuring stuff up, and I seen this and I don't know what exactly going on here. There's like, kind of want to get a screwdriver and poke it. Give me a second. Yeah, so I don't actually know what's going on here. It seems to be covered in some sort of slime. Maybe it was like broken and someone's tried to slime it up or something. Or it's just disgusting from years of grease and grime. Hopefully it's just disgusting from years of grease and grime, because I don't want to have to buy a new steering rack either. Maybe it is just dirty. It's just maybe where it sits. Kind of felt like someone had rammed it full of like instant gasket or something, but maybe not. Oh, that's good. At least that's one thing we don't have to worry about for now anyway. Right, anyway, back to the job in hand. I'm gonna make some patches up for this here now. Should be pretty handy. So this is a bit patchy around here, but we have this all pretty much what it's meant to look. I have to buff these welds down and then make sure we haven't any pinholes, but that's that done. Like at least it's complete again. Next up, I don't know what we're going to do. I would like to put the engine and gearbox together and just to see how it's going to work in there, but I kind of want to get as much done on the underside here as I can while the car is still on its side. So I was thinking, what else have we got to do here? Because we could always put the car back on its side again, but this bit here needs patched up, I suppose. But then to patch that up, I feel like we should have this bit done. But it's kind of hard to do that while the car is up in the air and stuff. There's just so much to do. Trying to decide what to work on is the hardest part, I think. But at least we'll have that floor welded in now. That was a big task that I wanted to get done. And yeah, bear with me. I'll have a wee think about what I'm gonna do and then I will get back to you. Okay guys, so this is where we're at now then. I came at this here end panel, grind these welds back, and it doesn't look too bad now. A couple wee pinholes around the place need to fill in, but for most sake that's done. I then came around here and lathed up this wee bushing to sit in here, weld that on, and then cut back my jacking points. So I don't know if you watched the last video, but I basically said I was going to put these in here. So I cut these down, got them all the right depth, and that's just going to sit in there like that. And it's better than no jacking point, and then that wee bursting in the center should take the load, stop this bend, and just press on the caster wheel. So yeah, I'm going to get these welded in now, and there's one for each side. The other one's sitting there. So yeah, let's get this done. We're gonna have that welded in. That's it done. Still hot, but that's going to be pretty strong. I can't get this weld here on the other side just yet, but it's in. I really feel like I should get this floor welded in here, even if I just drill a couple of holes and bolt it. But yeah, right, I need something else to do now, and I have plenty of jobs to do. It's just deciding what to do next, so I'm going to have a think about that there. Okay, well this next job was pretty easy to find. I was just cleaning up the chassis rails and around this transmission tunnel with this abrasive pad, and I find, oh careful now, I find this mess. So I cut that out, look around the back, it's pretty far gone, but I seem to have saved, or I seem to have got most of it. I'm gonna hope that I've cut enough away, and I've made up this new patch. So that's kind of curved at the bottom, kind of curved at the top, same as that there. You put the two on top of each other, pretty close. If you look at that, not far off. We can manipulate it to make it work. So I'm gonna get that blasted in there now, like that. Lighting's terrible, but you get what I mean. So I'm gonna weld that in now, and we'll move on to the next job. I came out this morning and I got a wee bit done here. I haven't got a whole lot of time today to get anything done really, so I'm just kind of picking away at pieces. So I did come out and I drilled some holes in this here, put some screws in it, pulled it tight to this panel, and then put a couple stitch welds on the side of it. I did stitch weld this up as well, so that's done. And then took the screws out, spot welded that up, and then came round to the fuel tank mount and welded these bolts on, so we can now bolt that in without having to get our hands inside and try and get the bolt and everything. So next up, what are we going to do? Probably should decide before I start filming. Yeah, probably just going to keep on cleaning up around this area, see if I can find anything else that needs addressed. So I'm quite happy with that wee patch there. Probably should have took the dents out in this here before I weld the floor in, but I don't think it's going to affect the car anyway. It just doesn't look as nice when the car's on its side. But I'm hoping to never have the car on its side for people to see, so fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Right, bear with me, I'll have a think about it. Okay, well, back again then. You can see I have the car back down on an axle stand. It was a lot easier getting down this time, because I put this is basically an exhaust clamp, put through the holes in that jacking point I made, put chain around it, was able to use the engine crane just to lift it up and down. Last time to get it up, I used a ratchet strap around this sill piece, but now I've got a floor and can't get anything wrapped around it, so that seems to work quite well. But yes, we're now working on this area, pretty much the same idea as last time. I'm gonna basically just cut out sections, weld them in, and then when it's times to come to do filler work and body work and everything, we'll just round it off and get it the nice shape it's meant to be. But we'll get it close enough with the sheet metal. Around here is also rotten like last time. This is what was in there. This isn't even filler, it's like too flexible to be filler, so I don't know what it is, but yeah, that was in there like that. Lovely. And then someone has been here before and welded this wee patch in. Although I don't know what it's meant to be doing because it's actually not touching anything around here. It's just a couple of wee spot welds there and some mess over here. So I'm gonna get that all cut out, and yeah, so I'm gonna get this cut out now. Now I'll just come back and give you wee updates on it because I did this all on the passenger side. Yeah, on the passenger side over there. If you've watched my older videos, you've seen me do this. If you haven't watched it, you can go back and watch it. Nice wee plug there, like that. Right, I'm gonna get this done now. Right, so this is where we are with this then. I've only came in and done from here to here so far. I say stand back, look at that, it's not too bad. It's a little ripply around here, but we can fix that later. But that looks so much better without that stupid seam line, but apparently there's less water in and rots it out anyway, so we've done away with that. See, it's a bit high there as well. Yes, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here now because I'm starting to run out of time this week, and I haven't even edited last week's video yet, so I need to get that done today as well. I'm gonna see what else I can get done here in the next hour or so, but it might not be a whole pile, but we'll see. Even if I get the worst cut out would be helpful, but at least we have that bit done. Yeah, unfortunate time is yeah, short, but I'm gonna see what I can get done, and then I'll come catch up with you and we'll do a final thing. Well, this is where we're at, and this is pretty much where we're going to call it quits for this upload. I did come around here and I got this bit done. It's still very rough right now, but we'll have this bit done and we have this bit patched up. You can see the curve kind of looks like it should be roughly the right shape. And I'm going to take these off now. So next time I think that we're going to just finish this area off, and then we will move on to probably this inner wheel arch. Try and get this bit finished up with the end of the sill. But yeah, sorry, we have this now. See, this is only just tack welding here, but the shape's all sort of right. Had a wee bit of issue here, so we're going to have to cut this out and patch a bit, put a bigger patch in here when the time comes. But I just want to get like a rough shape in it, and then we're going to have to redo this bit. And then when I was taking this trim off, so basically there's a seam along here with the spot welds, and it was rotten on both sides, so I've had to cut it off on that side, so we're going to have to go on the inside and do that. But we've got a bit to do on the other side as well, if I remember correctly. So well, I'm sure when we're finishing stuff up, I need to go on the inside, probably do a few welds on the inside anyway. So yeah, that's not really too big an issue, but we'll not get that done next time, I don't think. But yes, that's what we'll have. We've got a good bit done this time, I think. I really can't even remember what we've done. It's I'm gonna have to check back through the footage. Yeah, but so anyway, that's us done for this time. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one where we'll work on this a bit more.